Hello everyone, welcome to Geekians. This is a channel that aims at learning computer science technologies like artificial intelligence, generative AI, cloud computing, cybersecurity, etc. by doing things and getting our hands dirty. Today, we kick off our series on building real world AI applications with Google's Gemini and Imagen modules. In the first lab, we'll dive into AI image recognition using the powerful Gemini model for Vertex AI. By the end of this course, you will learn a valuable skill batch that you can showcase on your LinkedIn profile and other social media platforms as well, highlighting your expertise in AI applications. Before we dive into this lab, let us understand the tools that we will be using. Vertex AI is the Google Cloud's platform for building, deploying, and managing machine learning models at scale. That is, once I have developed a ML or AI solution, I can very quickly, in a matter of minutes, deploy it for thousands, lakhs, or even crores of people without worrying about the infrastructure. That is, Vertex AI simplifies the process of integrating AI into our applications, allowing us to focus on innovation and developing solutions rather than the infrastructure. Now, let us talk about Gemini. Gemini is a powerful pre trained LLM model developed by Google that can understand and process both text and images. Its versatile nature makes it ideal for a wide range of applications from image recognition to generating insightful responses based on visual data. First thing first, let us see the overview, right? In this course, we will be doing these tasks, that is, image recognition, natural language processing, where the computer communicates with the human being with help of human known languages, image generation using Gemini and Imagen models, right? Let us start with the lab 1. Now in this lab, right, I'll click the start lab, let the lab provision on cloud while we discuss what we are going to do. So it has asked for a captcha. I'll verify this. Now once this is set up, we will get details from it like these. This GCP project ID, this is unique and temporary. Be sure to use this so that by mistake also you are not charged on your personal account, right? Now the things that we are going to learn in this is to connect to the Vertex AI, right? That is, we'll set up our environment with project credentials that I'll show to you. Now we will be loading a pre-trained generative AI model, that is Gemini, right? Then we'll share a image and text based question to the model that we are calling. Then we'll get answers from that AI. This will help us understand the basic building blocks, right? So let us see the tasks that are given. You can see right now the score is 0. I will create a new file and we will simply paste the code that is given here, right? We will save this code. You can also use Ctrl plus S to save. Don't worry about the path, simply save the file, right? A file name is also given. I will use this file name. Now let us understand what is happening and let us get our hands a bit dirty with the code. Now, from these two statements, modules are being called. The primary one being Gen AI, that is the generative AI module from the Google module, submodule from the Google module. Now, we are calling these two things HTTP options and part. I will share resources regarding these in details in the description. But to briefly understand, you can understand that whenever we have to deal with images, part is used, and HTTP option helps us to parse the or helps the client to parse the different queries that are given by the user to the main model, right? Now client, now here we will be setting up the generative AI client, right, with this HTTP options, that is whatever we give, that will be set up in a predefined HTTP options format and passed on to the real Gemini model. Now once the client is sent up, we will try to get certain answers. So for that we have to configure the client that we have created. Whenever we want to generate content, this generate underscore content function is used, right? It will contain, here we are initializing with the model that we want to use. There are different Gemini models available, you can explore. Example is Gemini 2.5 Flash, 001 Gemini 2.5 Pro, etc, right? Now these contents, this is the part where we are giving our prompt. Now if you are not aware with prompts, to simply put it in a line, prompt is something that we as human beings give to the generative AI model so that it is able to process it and give an output to us. Based, that is based on the prompt that we pass, we get certain output. Now here the two type of things are there in contents or prompt, that is what is shown in the image text, and here via this part from URI. This part, as I told you, will be there whenever we deal with images from URI, that is I'm passing the link to a file, right, URL to a file, and by mime type I'm telling what type of media to expect. Once this is saved, we will have to, as I told you, these environment variables are very important, right? We have to export these values, right? Now here you can see, as I told you, this Google Cloud location and Google Cloud project, this was available here as well. These are very important and you will be dealing with them in all labs, and whenever you want to work with Python SDK, you will either need to authenticate yourself via this project ID or certain other ways that we don't need to discuss here right now. This, by the third command, we are enabling the client to use the Vertex AI. Okay. Once this is done, we will simply give this command to execute. And now the moment of truth, running the code, there we have it, certain code. Now by this code you simply have to understand there is nothing wrong with our program. The cloud bucket, it is being accessed by so many people that it is not able to provide us certain services. So we will simply run the code again, no issues with that, and we should get an output. Okay, as you can see, we got an output, right? It is a explanation or a description of the image. Now let us play around a bit further with the code. to understand what happens. Now, if you understand the structure of Google storage, you can see that this directory might contain other images as well. Let us try to find out. Right, gsutil is a Google storage utility. Right, I'll try to list all the images that are available in this directory. Let us see what happens. I hope we get a list of different images. Oh yes, we did. Now let us try to use something else. Right, since we have given mime as jpeg, I'll be using something mime, or we can change it and we can change the mime to png as well, but simply I want to explain how the things work for different images. Right, I will simply replace this with the new one that we got. You can also tweak with this to understand. Right, let I to run this. Of course we'll have to save this first. I will run this, see what Gemini can do. Right, it is not just that. See, we can get so many things interesting. Right, so elevate with effortless sophistication, sunlight, etc. You can see on your own. Right, so many things are there. Right, it has helped to generate an ad campaign for this. Now let us see, after all this playing around, did I or did I not clear my lab? So hopefully I did. So the objectives are met, right? That's a wrap on lab 1. We have successfully used Gemini for image recognition, but this is just the beginning of our AI journey. If you found this useful, smash the like button. I would love to hear about your experiences with AI image recognition as you played around with the code, hopefully. Whether you have used it for a project or application, or have any questions about getting started with them, drop a comment with your thoughts. Right, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Up next we'll explore image generation with Imagen. And one more thing, whenever you want to move to another lab, you will need to end the existing lab, else you won't be able to. Additionally, I will be providing the link to the Google course that we are talking about in the description as well. Thank you, everyone.